Hold on, I'll tell you in just a minute. Alright, this is a grouping of some of my favorite objects. I'll kind of go through one by one and just tell you a little bit about why they're some of my favorites. Many of my favorites are actually hiding in the studio, but here's some favorites I keep around the house. This first one here is, it's a piece that I found at a locksmith's shop out in Smithville, Tennessee. Putnam County, I think, is where it is. And this was just hanging on the wall in one of the back rooms. I actually don't think I was probably supposed to go back where I had kind of wandered while I was in the shop, and I asked how much this guy wanted to sell this for, and he was like $2, and I asked who had done it, and he said he himself had done it. He didn't think anyone would have any interest. It was just sort of like a little silly thing he did in his free time. I found it really charming. I used to spend a lot of time hanging out in the river, just picking up rocks and skipping stones by myself and with my dog, and one day I found a number of these porcelain doll pieces. This is only one of them. The others are hiding. I can't remember where I put them, but yeah, so this is the doll arm that I had kind of collected. I like to collect dice, especially dice that have an obvious history to them. I think this one's some kind of carved stone that's been around the block. It's seen better days, so that's one of my favorites there. I also have this like weird toy dice that I found on a walk one day on the ground. I don't even know if this is a very old thing. This is made in England, Galt. But yeah, there's a flea market I used to go to when you're going down the mountain from Boone towards like Valdez and Morganton, and there's this guy there whose name is Charles Herman Robbins Sr., and he painted this. He does lots of paintings of the sort, and they always have a lot of charm to them, really crass. I'm definitely a fan of outsider art. Here's another object I picked up. Gosh, I don't even remember where I got this one. Probably a thrift store somewhere. I always find, I think this is supposed to be a bell. I always find these objects really charming that have like markings or tooling on them that are either signed or designated in some way. So this says R. Cole Billy Goat. Or Billy Goats. I just want to talk really quickly about a couple of the objects on this wall. This for sale sign here is one of my absolute favorite things I've ever found.